Tom Odell, welcome back to Sydney.
It's good to be here.
Last time you were here, you played the Sydney Opera House.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
What a cool experience.
Amazing with the orchestra and yeah, it's wild playing at a venue like that.
Is that like a career bucket list item to play on a stage like that?
Yeah, I guess. Like I've never been much of a bucket list guy, but like it was certainly really memorable and most useful in kind of, you know, like when people ask you what you've been up to and you say, oh, I've just played at the Sydney Opera House. It's a great way of gloating.
Just a little humble brag about the houses you played.
Very subtle.
Because you've been touring to Australia for pretty much your whole career. That wasn't your first show here. This isn't your first show coming up. You come a lot. Well,
don't come as much as I'd like, but I have quite a lot of family over this side of the world. My wife's dad lives here, or he lives in New Zealand, sorry. But this, for
That's
us,
not here.
for us, it's all in the same direction. So I have 5 cousins in Australia. I sort of look forward to coming here more over the next few years.
Let's talk about the album that you're touring, A Wonderful Life. Congratulations, it is so beautifully produced, and you had such a big hand in producing it yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess it's always a collaboration making any record between me and the musicians. I've been really fortunate in the last 4 albums to work with this guy Laurie Blundell, and we've been on this whole journey together. I guess since 2021 we've put out four albums, which is a lot when you're touring as well, but it's really been testament to having a studio and also trusting the people that I work with and we have a very deep relationship and connection with Laurie and with my band. And you know, my band I've worked with since 2011. So what are we in now? 2026, 15 years, a long time.
One thing I really love about the album is it does sort of feel like when you're listening to it that you're sitting on the floor of your studio listening to you record it. It feels very raw, it feels very intimate, it feels like personal. But that's also what your music is like, that it feels like you're writing it just for one person to listen to.
I'm going to sound really geeky, but we discovered this compressor called an 1176, which is from the 70s. And if I sang into it in a very particular way, it brought my vocal like right up it felt so intimate, and it allowed me to tell the story that I wanted to tell through the songs. That I care so much about, I guess, the journey of the narrative and the songs and just the words. And it's such a challenge because your mind wants to say one thing, that kind of front part of your mind wants to say one thing, but the more interesting part of ourselves, the kind of subconscious, the dream part, really has something often much more interesting to say. But you have to allow a space for it to come out.
Grow Old With Me, has your relationship with that song and the way you perform it changed now that you're married?
No.
Righto.
There's
Cut that out.
No, I would say that all of the songs of the last 3 albums, it's almost impossible for me to take my wife, the love of my life, Georgie, out of those songs. She's there in every single one. It's like in every line. But I wouldn't say that every love song I've ever written is suddenly reframed. I would say my song, Another Love. And we were talking about how that song has become a kind of protest song. And in a way it kind of has. And it's these, if somebody hurts you, I want to fight, but my hand's been broken one too many times. And they really concentrate on those lyrics. And it's just so interesting how songs change. They change to me and they change to the audience. And I think the most important thing is surrendering to that.
You were originally signed to Lily Allen's record label, and she has just released like a super personal album. I think potentially more personal than anything she's written before. You also write super personal music. Did you?
Not about my ex-husbands though.
None about your ex-husbands. Maybe that's the next album. Like, are you guys still in touch? Do you guys still talk?
Yes, yeah. I was in New York, I was having a taco, and she walked past me on the street, and we had a long conversation, and then a few days later, she sent me her album, that album. She forced me to listen to it in one go. She said, you can't listen to one song at a time, you have to listen to it from start to finish. So I love the last song on the record. I think it's so beautiful, that song. It's maybe one of my favourite songs of hers, and I mean she's just an extraordinary songwriter. Like maybe one of the best ever to come out of the UK.
Because you've been so supported in your career by great songwriters. The video of Finneas talking about watching you in that show in Hollywood.
I went and saw Tom Odell play the Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Los Angeles, and I credit that show as often as I can as being the reason I wanted to start putting out music under my own name and doing this at all.
And how much you inspired him touring with Billie. These are, you know, some of the best songwriters in the world you're their favourite songwriter. Does it give you confidence of does it just add to the pressure?
No, I would say it doesn't add to any pressure. I'd say it's just lovely. Yeah, it's just one of the lovely gifts that I feel so much gratitude for. It's a privilege and a joy to get to even be in the same room as someone like Billie Eilish or Lily Allen or Finneas.
Thank you so much for chatting to me today.
It's nice to be here. Thank you so much for being so kind.
I'm a very kind person, what can I say?
Yeah, it was a wonderful trait to have.